I feel like that sack the other day.
It felt great, you know, just being able to come through from the team, and especially missing it from Boston College week, the sack that I did miss. I had it in my hands, but I let go. And then Coach Norvell told me what you got to do to make it next time. And that whole practice week, I focused on making sure make sure I get the tackle, make sure I wrap and roll, and it felt good. It felt very good.
How much more comfortable are you feeling out there maybe now compared to when you were first getting to play some?
Well, it's like the confidence grows over time. Like when you know you could do it and when you know you could play, it's just being a smart player and making sure you do everything that you're supposed to do on the assignment, and then the tackles of plays just come to you.
What's been the key in terms of what are things you had to learn from compared to like your first year when you didn't get to play as much? Like what kind of things have you gotten better at?
Technique, because when you come to college, everybody, like young kids in high school, think it's just like high school. You just gonna come in and just make plays. That's what my mind. That was my mind was when I first got here. But once I realized and watched Remain and really watched how to do it, then I took spring seriously. Got in the weight room, tried to get as big as I can, and just worked on technique every day, and just poured it out.
They've been talking about the young defensive linemen since you guys got here, you and Josh and Daniel and all these guys. What do you feel like this opportunity to play is going to do for this defensive line, in the future?
It's going to get us ready, because they know, all the older guys, they know what we can be, so they try to push us every day, because we just trying to get in their seats, like Big Cooper and Big Fade. We just trying to get there and maybe even be better. But we know, because we're young and we getting it, so we know what we can be in the future.
What stands out to you about NC State on film?
They're a real physical team. It's going to be, like Coach said, it's going to be a good physical game. Defense and their offense and their defense going to be hitting, but it's nothing. As long as we lock in, do our assignment and communication, we should be fine.
For DN, how much does it change game to game what you guys are trying to accomplish? Is it pretty consistent, or is it dependent on opponent?
Yeah, it depends on what type of the offense is. Like last week, Wake Forest offense, everybody don't run that type of offense, so you got to be patient and when you striking. But this week, it's just where your eyes at and your assignment, and make sure you know where to line up and stuff like that.
How do guys handle the loss and coming back to practice?
Well, our biggest word every day, you hear Coach Norvell say every day, is respond. Even on the field, off the field, classroom, wherever we at. If something bad happens to you, because in life, that's what's going to happen to you. And then everything ain't just going to go smooth, so you got to know how to respond to it. And that was the biggest thing we had to do today, just come out here and work as hard as we can to respond.
Did you feel like you guys did?
Yes, sir. We had a great practice today. We still got to get it. Every day is always something to get better, but we had a pretty good practice today.
What kind of example does Coach Norvell set when he kind of brings that energy every single day, no matter if it's a win or a loss?
It's good, because some coaches, I ain't not saying on our team, but Coach Norvell is going to give you him every day. It's not going to be one day Coach Norvell comes here excited, screaming, and happy, and the next day he don't want to talk no. He the same every day since I got here. Since I walked foot in the building, he good morning, out loud every morning. He's a good coach. I love Coach Norvell.
How much can you learn from practice, excuse me, as opposed to getting into a game? I feel like you grow so much more getting those actual game rounds.
Yes, sir. And Tuesdays and Wednesdays are the hardest practice days. If you do everything that you do in practice, when you take the scout rep series, the pods, whatever we do one-on-ones, if you just take it serious and do it full speed, your best you can on practice, then you're going to do it again, because it's going to be the same thing. You just got to do it and make sure you take care of your business.
Did you wonder how you would do in a game, in real reps, and now that you've been in there, do you have I assume you have a lot more confidence?
Yeah, it comes with doing it in the game. Yeah, I knew in the spring and fall camp that I was able to do it. I just wanted to prove it to myself. I could go out here and make some plays and do what I got to do for my team, for us to get wins every week.
You got some teams struggle when they go on the road, but you guys played well at Louisville. You guys played well in New Orleans. What do you think the key to that was?
Just not blocking out everything. Just being about us, not making it be about LSU or Louisville or NC State. It's just about Florida State. We come in, we be our best, and nobody should be us.
Does it sometimes bring the team together when you go on the road?
Yes, sir. That's because they know, like, we're going to be doubted anywhere we go. Like, everybody knows nobody really like Florida State. Like, you feel me? So we know we just keep it between us. We gonna be good. We gonna have a good game.
Correct me if I'm wrong. When you first started out in high school, you were a safety, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or at one point. So what was that transition like, where you're kind of obviously the experience of defensive end wasn't there, but you kind of are transitioning to that? Do you feel like you just have so much potential because you're still relatively new at the position?
Yes, sir. It started really with this. I had a little league coach who really like coached me all my little league, and he had to join the team that I was playing with, Miami. How he joined the coach staff, and he was telling them like, man, Patrick is a DN, Patrick is a DN. You know, at first you ain't gonna want to listen to it. You're gonna be like, yeah. But one day I just made up my mind. I say, I'm gonna just do it, because if he say I could do it, he said I could be somebody one day. If I just listen to him, I took that chance, and it worked out. It worked out pretty good.
Was there kind of a moment where it was like, oh yeah, I'm a DN?
Yeah, it was my junior year. We played Miami Columbus. It's Columbus down there, and I had like 5 sacks that game. So after that, I already knew, like, yeah, this is what I'm feeling.
That freshman year, that last year, what did you feel like you learned sitting behind so many talented guys and a guy like, Jermaine Johnson?
You just gotta like, one thing that Jermaine's part, they had a lot of experience, and they seen people do it before them. So you just had to really just sit and watch. Like, I watched them the whole season. Every day I watched part of practice, Jermaine and Pat, just trying to do not exactly what they do, because everybody's skill set is gonna be different. But I'm trying to, like, when the coach saying good job to them, like, I'm trying to do exactly what they're doing. And I just took that to the spring practices and fall camp practices. Yeah.